Hello my loves, Toni here from tlyarncrafts and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have on my festive antlers, so you know what that means. It is Christmas time. Now that the holidays are here though, I am getting in the spirit. I put up my giant Christmas tree. I ordered my Christmas cards. They might arrive a little bit late this year, but you'll be fine. And I also sat down to work on my Christmas list for my husband. We decided we were gonna keep Christmas a little low-key, but we do wanna have a little something for each other. Now this is also about the time of the year when I pull together some of my favorite products that I've used over the course of the year and share them with you, but I thought it would be fun to switch it up a little bit this year. So this time I asked my friends on YouTube and Instagram to tell me a few things that they were adding to their own holiday list, and I thought it would be fun for me to take a look at those, react to them, and maybe offer some suggestions on how to get specific about what Santa can bring for you. Now if that sounds like a good time, make sure you like this video and go ahead and subscribe as well. I actually looked at my analytics and only like 40% of you are subscribed to my channel, and I have a feeling this is not the first video of mine you've watched today, so I feel like you should go ahead and subscribe. And we're still on our quest to 500K, and that means if we make it to 500,000 subs by New Year's Day of 2023, I'm doing a massive merch and pattern giveaway. Now the merch is out. I know you've seen it and I know you want it. I mean, this sweatshirt is included, Granny in training. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Now, if you're curious, here's what you can look forward to in the 500K giveaway. You get to choose the top of your choice, so that's a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, whatever size and whatever color you want. You're also gonna get your choice of any of the mugs that are available in my shop, as well as the brand new sticker sheet that I created. On top of that, you'll get a signed copy of my book, The Tunisian Crochet Handbook, and not one, but two #YarnLove pins, one for you and one for your best friend. And last but not least, you'll get a $50 gift card to my shop, which you can use for additional merch, for patterns, or whatever you want. This gift pack is valued at almost $200, and that'll be available to one lucky person, and all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel. International friends are welcome to enter this giveaway as well. Go ahead and subscribe right now. Get us to 500K by New Year's, and I can't wait to share these goodies with one of you. And while we're talking about our friends, let's give some love to our Cup of Caffeine sponsor. So I finally broke down and got a milk frother for my coffee, and if you want your Friday mornings to feel as luxurious as mine, go ahead and get you one of these. So this incredibly fancy cup of coffee is from our friend Elizabeth Owen, and when donating, Elizabeth said, "You have inspired me to be a better person, wife, mom, and crochet artist. You have also inspired me to learn new crochet techniques and just enjoy creating with my hands. You, Toni, inspire me. I want to be one of your besties." Miss Elizabeth, you are already one of my besties, sweetie. If you're hanging out here with me, you already know what's up. I'm so grateful to be part of your crochet journey, Elizabeth, and yours watching right now. Crochet was gifted to me by my mom when I was a teenager, and I love being able to share it with others, so enjoy, and thank you so much for hanging out. Now let's take a look at those Christmas lists. Damn, that's good. Okay. Here we go. All right, so first off, I'm going to look at the Christmas lists that were sent in by my friends here on YouTube. I put a post up on the community tab, and these are coming from the comments. So one of the first ones says, "I've been watching the Bee Queen site, just waiting on the edge of my seat for them to open up orders again." Now here's the deal. Our friends at Bee Queen Collection experienced a pretty large fire that took their home and unfortunately the studio space where they make their gorgeous handmade crochet hooks. I have been in touch with Mackenzie since that event, very briefly, and I don't get the impression that they're planning to come back anytime soon. That was a really catastrophic event for them, and I think they're trying to figure out what their next steps are. So I would recommend that maybe you expand your horizons a little bit, look for some crochet hooks beyond what was available from Bee Queen Collection. I have not been able to find anybody else who was doing something exactly like they did, but there are some really cool crochet hooks out there. I actually just tried some brand new ones. These ones are called Dots. They're from We Crochet, and I haven't even had a chance to tell you about them because the day they came out on December 8th, they completely sold out, not available. I think the website right now lets you put your email address in to be alerted when they come back available, and they're not supposed to come back till the 27th. But honestly, totally worth it. Even though you might not get these on Christmas Day, if you need some new crochet hooks, I would recommend you put these on your list. So here's what they look like. They're super duper cute. They come in these really pretty pastel colors. They're metal hybrid hooks, and they might look a little similar to something you've seen before, but I can say price-wise, these are an amazing deal. The promo price for these was $19.99. I think the regular price is going to be $24.99. So inside the pack, you're getting sizes Inside this pack, you get 9 crochet hooks ranging in size from 2mm all the way up to 6mm. I love that because they're including some of our amigurumi artists who need much smaller hooks that are sometimes hard to find in crochet sets. I'm always mentioning the fact that I have large hands, so I need hooks that are a little bit longer, and these are really great because they still come out the other side of my hand and they're not pushing into the meat of my hand. I actually got a chance to use these for a couple weeks before they came out, and I'm not gonna lie, they might be some of my new favorite crochet hooks. So if you're a beginner looking for like a really good set of hooks, these are a good place to go to. If you're trying to get somebody into crochet and don't want to spend a ton of money on brand new hooks, this makes a really good gift. I've got a link to them down in the description so you can learn more about them and also get on the list to be notified when they're back in stock. All right, who else do we have here? So Cindy Thomas said, I would like a good beginner set of Tunisian crochet hooks. So y'all are asking for a lot of hooks. Are y'all having trouble finding hooks, or maybe you just need to upgrade your hooks? I'm super duper curious. Now, as far as beginner Tunisian crochet hooks, I strongly recommend the set from Denise. Those are the ones that I use forever and ever and ever before I upgraded to a set of wood hooks. I really like the ones from Denise because now they have a new case which has all of the sizes. You've got your cords, you've got your stoppers. Now, even if you are a beginner, that doesn't mean you can't invest in your tools, and if anything, I strongly recommend investing into your tools. A better tool is going to give you a better experience, especially as a beginner. So if that's the case, I recommend the Clover set, which you can find at Michael's. And if you just want to buy one set of Tunisian crochet hooks, I will always recommend the Chaogu set. I think they're fantastic. They come with a bunch of sizes. The case is really nice, and you can upgrade to the rotating cords, which you are going to want. What else y'all got? Now here's a really good list of things from our friend Chelsea. She said blocking pins, which is so important. I sing the praises of blocking your projects all the time, and having the right tools on hand definitely matters. So a good set of blocking pins is important. I would also go for a set of knit blockers. So this really nice set allows you to place multiple pins at once, and it just makes blocking faster, more efficient, and a little bit less of a chore. Chelsea says she also wants a measuring tape on a keychain, which I think is a brilliant idea. Even if it wasn't a full 60-inch measuring tape, even like a 30-inch measuring tape that was small enough to go on a keychain would be super helpful. Chelsea also says she already splurged on a project bag for herself, and I love that, honey. Treat yourself. So our friend Rebecca Beans says that she is a sucker for new books, especially amigurumi. Okay, here's the deal, Rebecca. I have 2 recommendations for you. The first one is going to be Edward's Menagerie, which is the first amigurumi book that I ever tried. This book is so good, and there's a more updated version of it. It's hardback. It has great explanations of how to create all of the animals inside the book, as well as make adjustments based on the yarn and hooks that you want to use. So that's a great amigurumi book, and I also recommend anything by my friend Lauren Espy. She's behind A Menagerie of Stitches, and she's done the book Whimsical Stitches, which is phenomenal. But her other books are really great too. So if you like amigurumi, especially really cutesy little stuff, Lauren's got you covered. This wish list comes from Soul Slayer, and she says, I have been using my ugly kitchen scale to weigh out my yarn in projects. I'm ready for a cute one just for crafting. You know what? I actually still use a kitchen scale for all of my crafting as well. It's actually a little bit gross, but I slide it into a plastic Ziploc bag when I'm using it, just to make sure there's no like transfer, there's no issues. But if there is a cute scale out there, y'all put the link to it down in the description, because I would love something just devoted for my crafting. So Gianni Scott says they would like a spinning wheel and a great yarn holder. I know nothing about spinning wheels. I've considered getting into yarn spinning, but I'm like, do I really need another hobby to completely lose myself into? Not at this point in life, but maybe one day. But I can recommend a great yarn holder for you. So a couple months ago, I reviewed the Wool Genie, and since then I've had a lot more opportunity to play around and use it. And I have to say, it is really fantastic. Like, it's kind of an ingenious idea. If you're somebody that likes to use large balls of yarn, this is a great way to get it held onto. It feeds at the pace of your actual crocheting, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. I also love that it doesn't have any battery operated parts. So if that's something you've been interested in, go back and watch that review, and then find a link to the Wool Genie down in my description. This one is from Angela Charlton. She says, your book is at the top of my list, along with some free time to make everything that I want. Also, more yarn. Well, I can't help you on the free time side. I am also someone who wishes I had more free time to do literally all the crafts. But if you're interested, you can find signed copies of the Tunisian Crochet Handbook in my shop. I've also committed to doing 3-day turnaround times through the holiday season, because I know there are people that are going to be purchasing the book to give as gifts or to keep, which is also fantastic. So if you've had the Tunisian Crochet Handbook on your list for a while, now is a really great time to get it. it and I can also sign it for you. There are a lot of really cool projects in there. All of them are very beginner friendly. It just depends on how adventurous you're feeling that day. You could do something as small as a pot holder or a bathroom cloth. We could step it up with a bag or a rug, or you could jump right into a blanket or a cardigan. It's really got everything that you need, from learning Tunisian crochet to 20 gorgeous patterns to choose from for your first project. So definitely check that out. And for everybody who's already gotten a copy of my book, I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. I actually just found out from my publisher that we have surpassed 16,000 copies sold. And not only that, the Tunisian Crochet Handbook just got translated into German. Here, let me grab it. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm so proud. Like, I'm so grateful for this. When they sent me a copy, I was like, I don't know a word of German. I lived in Germany for a little while because my family was in the military when I was little, so I have fond memories of being there. But the fact that I'm able to hold my book, translate it into another language because a whole other group of people want to read what I wrote, like, I have no words. Like, I have no words. And I am not gonna cry because I just did my makeup and we're not doing this over again. The book is also celebrating its 1-year birthday. I love this time of year because all the special things happen at once, and being able to celebrate some of these milestones with my book is really exciting, and it is all because of you and other crafters that I am able to have this moment. Okay, let's get back into the list though. So this wish list comes from our friend Rebecca Simpkins. She says she wants a yarn winder. I really love the one that I got from Knit Picks. I've had it for years and it's fantastic. She also wants a Swift. Mine is also from Knit Picks. It's a great price and it holds up super duper well. A yarn bowl, which I've never had a whole lot of use for yarn bowls. I just leave all the yarn in whatever bag that I'm planning to use, and that's why I use such oversized project bags. Blocking materials, fantastic choice. Knit Picks has gridded blocking boards, which helps a lot with making sure you have straight lines and that you're getting things to the dimensions that you want them to, so that might be a nice splurge for Christmas time. She also asked for pattern books, which we've talked about a few, but there are tons of really, really good ones out there. And of course, yarn. You can never have too much yarn, right? And some of my favorite companies are running amazing sales on yarn. Hobie is having sales every single day. Lion Brand has sales constantly. We Crochet is a really great resource if you want to step into some more luxury yarns or really fun fibers, and they're running new deals every single day leading up to Christmas. Rebecca also says there are several places I found online that do a yarn of the month. I think a subscription like that would be neat, especially if they send different kinds of yarn each month. And I love that idea, Rebecca. I think subscriptions are a fantastic way to discover new yarns, new designers, and new companies. I, for one, have had the pleasure of designing for Yarnier's subscription box for the last 6 months. So every single month you get a different yarn from another company. We've worked with Rowan, beautiful yarns from Vicky Howell herself. Not only do you get the yarn, but you get 2 patterns, 1 knit and 1 crochet, as well as some fun add-ins and goodies. So every single month you get kind of this mystery box of really fun fiber, patterns to try it with, and goodies to add to your stash. It's really reasonably priced, and you can sign up for 1 month, multiple months. The more months you sign up for, the more you save. So I've got links to Yarnier down in the description. Unfortunately, December marks the last month that I get to design with them, but I hope to continue receiving Yarnier boxes so I can learn about new yarns and new designers right alongside you. There are several really cool subscription services out there. I personally think that Yarnier and Knit Crate are the best ones. So if you wanted to try a mystery box, check out either of those. Let's do one more from our friends here on YouTube, and then we're gonna check out our Instagram fam. I'm seeing a lot of the same things. Tunisian crochet hooks, yarn ball winder and Swift, circular knitting machine, which I think will be really fun, especially for hats and probably socks. Oh, this one is from M. I think this is a great one to close on. It said, I would love a hand and forearm massage, anything to help stay loose and combat some burning I've been getting lately. So a few of your messages on here have said that you need something for some pain or carpal tunnel or issues that you've had with burning sensations in your hands or elbows. As meditative as crochet is, there are some health concerns that come with the repetitive tiny motions that we do on a regular basis, especially for folks like us that crochet for hours and hours and hours. We do have to be more intentional about taking care of our bodies. So I strongly recommend that you give yourself the gift of a break. I would recommend taking a break every 30 minutes. Crochet for 30 minutes, break for at least 5, and and make that an intentional break. Don't just sit there scrolling on your phone for 5 minutes. Stretch out your hands, your elbows, your wrists, stand up and move your entire body, get something to drink, or maybe just do something else for a little while. Now, I'm not here to stand on any soapbox and say you should be crocheting less. Believe me, I was crocheting till like 2 o'clock in the morning. But as I continue to get older and I'm starting to feel the effects of crocheting so often and for so long, I can just commiserate with all of you in knowing that we need to take a little bit better care of ourselves. Now let's take a look at what our friends on Instagram wanted for Christmas. All right, so I found the story where I asked my friends on Instagram what they want for Christmas, and this list is so long. There were so many responses, so I'm just gonna grab a few and see what bubbles to the top. Okay, so the first response is from my mom. She says, I would love a sweater's quantity of alpaca for a cable sweater. For some reason I feel like that is a little hint for me. I'll see what I can do. A sweater quantity of alpaca? Girl, you pricey. I wouldn't expect anything less. Like, that's a very Gwenny thing to ask for. So my friend Britt says she wants the 2023 Makers of Color Collective calendar, and honestly, you should as well. So Britt of Not Bad Brit reached out to several BIPOC makers last year and had us design patterns for this calendar. And this calendar is meant to showcase the amazing talent from people of color within our maker community. I myself am featured in it. I have a brand new pattern in there alongside a dozen other designers. The calendar is available now, and it is a great way to show your appreciation for not only all the hard work that Britt did, but all of the hard work that makers of color do here in our community. We're consistently showing up, working alongside our favorite brands and individuals to bring content and joy and love and laughter and light into this space. And I think we could all stand to support each other just a little bit more. So I've got a link to that calendar down in the description because I really think you should check it out. So this one is from Yarncraft by Nicole, and she said a canvas lamp for filming and flat lays. Now I'm not familiar with a canvas lamp, so I'm gonna go look it up real quick. Ah, yes, okay, the canvas lamp. Yes, I have seen this item before, and I actually had one of these. And as they show on Instagram, they make it look really functional, and maybe this whole canvas lamp is a little nicer, but the thing is like, what, over $100 for a little thing that holds your phone while you record? Honey, you don't need to be spending that. I'm gonna show you what I have. So it's this little thing right here. I also found it on Instagram, but I went and found a cheaper one over on Amazon. It's literally what I do anytime I see an Instagram ad. So the way that it works is you slide it out, pull it up, twist this closed, and then this telescopes out, right? And then it's got a bendy arm, so you can telescope it out, bend the arm, flip this up, and then this little thing holds onto my phone. Not only does it hold my phone, but it swivels around. So I can record YouTube videos or like Instagram stories, reels, TikToks, whatever. I'm going to link this cute little doodad down in the description. So if you need something like this to hold onto your phone while you're taking pictures or recording content, I got you, sweetie. We gonna save you some money. I'm seeing some requests for the wool genie on here, Clover or more crochet hooks, which I will shout them from the mountaintops every opportunity I get. Oh, this one asks for a Craftsy subscription, which I think is fantastic. So Craftsy is all about different crafts and workshops, which is awesome. Now, if you want to take it a step further, I would recommend you check out a company called the Crafters Box. So what the Crafters Box does is they partner with independent artists to create video workshops, and then they also sell an all-in-one kit with them. Now, what's cool about the Crafters Box is they explore the far reaches of the crafty community. I've seen a handmade broom, rolled candles, dipped beeswax candles, this really cool like brass mobile situation. They've done weaving and macrame, crochet. I've been on the Crafters Box, which is awesome. And I actually have another workshop that's coming up super duper soon with a really fun project that I wish I could tell you about, but I can't. I've been sworn to secrecy, but look out for it. So if you really want something kind of fun, interesting, and different for Christmas, ask for a gift card to the Crafters Box, and then you can pick whichever workshop that you want. They're going to send all of the goodies to you, and then you just follow right along with the artist in the workshop. It's super fun and a really cool project to do. So Omnitastic64 says she really wants to try the new Susan Bates hooks, the ones with the twist-on ergonomic base. Now, I did test these out. I did not have a fantastic experience with them. They're a little too pointy. The more I used them, the more trouble I was having with them. And then also the handle just started to completely deteriorate. So it wasn't a good fit for me, but I did pack it all up and give it to a friend of mine who was a little less picky. If you can find the set on sale, absolutely go for it. But when it comes to crochet hooks, there are way better ones out there. So set your sights a little bit higher. That's all I would recommend. So here on Instagram, I'm seeing a lot of requests about yarn ball winders as well. I did not know this was such a hot commodity this year. Earlier this year, I upgraded to a yarn ball winder from Fiber Artist Supply Co. Here, I'm gonna show it to you. I keep it right here on my desk because it is so gorgeous. This company is actually based out of Ohio and was right up the street from one of the yarn stores that I did a workshop at. Little did I know that they were not gonna be selling these too much longer. So Fiber Artist Supply Co. has now transitioned, and I'm pretty sure they're making like weaving looms, so they don't make these much anymore. Voiceover Toni here. I was just checking the Fiber Artist Supply Co. website, and it looks like they are selling their maple jumbo yarn ball winders, so I've included a link down in the description. And what I like about this one is that you can make really large yarn cakes with this if you want to. Also, listen to that. Silent. It's so quiet, which I absolutely love. I'm really sensitive to sound, especially when it comes to my crafting, so I kind of like things to be quiet. So I was willing to pay the upgraded price for this for something that was completely quiet, that could sit on my table. I don't need to attach it to a desk or a table, which is one of the issues I have with my Knit Picks winder. Literally all around a really fantastic ball winder. So if you're really looking for a yarn ball winder and you're ready to invest, look for something like this. So there were some really cool things on those lists, some things that I definitely expected: crochet hooks, Tunisian crochet hooks, books, some things that I didn't expect. Yarn ball winders for sure, I didn't think I would see so many times, as well as crafty subscriptions. I didn't expect to see that either, but makes total sense for the holidays. Now, as your resident yarn snob, it is pretty difficult for me to come up with a wish list around the holidays because since this is my job, I just kind of get whatever I want. But I can tell you this, here are 3 things that I actually want for Christmas this year. One of which is a set of metal Tunisian crochet hooks with a thumb rest and swivel cords. I do not understand why it is so hard to find metal Tunisian crochet hooks. It's beyond me. It's insane to me that you can find a zillion different sets of wood Tunisian crochet hooks. You can even find plastic Tunisian crochet hooks. You can find metal, wood, plastic knitting needles literally everywhere. But for some reason, it is so hard to find metal Tunisian crochet hooks. And the one company that I found that makes metal Tunisian crochet hooks is based out of Australia, and these things are like 55 bucks a piece, which granted, they're handmade, they're gorgeous, and they work fantastically, so I will pay it, but gosh dang it, if I can't just get a set of metal Tunisian crochet hooks. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm asking for the sun, the moon, and the stars. But in all honesty, it seems like it should be a pretty easy make. So Santa, if you can hear me, bring me those metal Tunisian crochet hooks. Like, we need them. We've been asking for them. We need this. Aside from the metal Tunisian crochet hooks, which apparently I'm very passionate about, I could also use a vacation. Like, I would love to put my toes in some warm water off some sand somewhere. I haven't been on a proper vacation in kind of a long time. This was a really busy year. We did a big move. We're also doing a lot of really nice stuff for the kids in my family. So I've had to put a vacation on the back burner, but I'm really hoping to get somewhere nice and warm and sandy with fruity drinks very, very soon. And last but not least, I want Janine and Gregory to finally get together. If you're not watching Abbott Elementary, treat yourself. Start from episode 1, and I promise you the tension will be simmering by season 2, episode 5. I just finished that one last night, and I'm like, if y'all don't get together, like, this could be a serious blow for my mental health. They're made for each other, and I really need like a Jim and Pam moment to happen in this show sooner than later. So I'm just gonna speak that into existence. I'm sure it's gonna happen eventually, but I'm just kind of sick of waiting, okay? Anywho's baby boos, that is it for today's video. If there is something really exciting, fun, different on your wish list, make sure you drop it down in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. That is my true and ultimate wish this Christmas, that we get this tlyarncrafts community up to 500K so I can just continue spouting all my crochet love. We're gonna wrap it up right there. I'm gonna finish my coffee, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you later. Bye.